We're not wasting any time today as Michael Horowitz. Boom! Boom! A double boom for Michael Horowitz. Shout out to him with the $200 super chat. He says, bear down, everybody. This season's for everyone who had to deal with subpar team for the last 20 years. 12-6. So we were debating, me and producer Cullen, Michael. Does that mean 12-5 and then losing the wild card or divisional round? What are we talking about here? But I mean, I'd probably sign up for 12-6 based on where this team has been. But shout out to Michael Horowitz, always bringing the thunder, always bringing the fun. I already gave you 2 new stickers, Mike, on the Bears Now Helmet Hall of Fame. So that's legendary stuff. So appreciate your contributions to the show as always. I'm Harrison Graham. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. Shout out your city. Let us know where you guys are tuning in from. We got a jam-packed show today. We'll put a wrap on Mandatory Minicamp, take some questions, dive into a couple rumors, then also get going with our Week 4 Madden Sim. That'll be between 4:50 and 5 o'clock Central Time. We'll hop into that Madden Sim. So get a few shout-outs here. We'll bring in Cullen in a second. We got NFL Productions from Aurora, Chris Ashford in Apopka, Florida, Austin Ward in Livingston, Montana, Wasim in Irvine, California. We got Trump in Tampa, Jake Kelly in Madison, Denny in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Mike in LaPorte, Indiana, Brian in Taylor Ridge, Mike in Wake Forest, Milo in San Jose, California, Jay Reezy we got in Madison. We got Clifford in Round Lake, Sammy in Eugene, Todd in Caliente, California. Speaking of our Madden Week 4 sim, who you got, Bears or Rams? Type CHI for the Bears, LAR for the Rams. Cullen, Bears 2-1 in our Madden sims. We'll see if they can improve to 3-1 here today.
Yeah, man, I'm interested for this matchup. Obviously, you know, you've got the young, bright offensive mind, Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua and everything coming to Chicago. I'm interested to see how Caleb Williams, Matt Eberflus, and the crew hold it down, but I got confidence in the Bears. I don't know about you.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. It's at Soldier Field. It's funny. These Madden Sims have gone exactly how I had my record prediction going in my record prediction video. Win Week 1, lose a nail-biter to the Texans, and then win Week 3 against the Colts. I actually had the Rams winning this game back when we did our record prediction. So we'll see what happens in this sim today, but we'll get some shout-outs in a second. But Michael following up, shout-out to Horowitz. He says, always lose the wild card.
I knew it.
Michael, let's be different this time. But, hey, if they went 12-5 and lost some tight game in the wild card, that wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I mean, obviously, if you go 12-5, you're expecting to win a playoff game at least. But we'll see, Michael. We will see. 12-5 might win the division, so you might. There's a chance. I mean, you probably wouldn't get the number 1 seed at 12-5, but it's not a complete out of the realm of possibility. You'd likely have a home playoff game though. Wasim saying Chicago, so is Lights. We got Clifford going with the Rams. Jeremy, where's my shout out? Shout out to you, Jeremy. You also said 14-2, which is impossible. We got 17 games now. These days. Christian going with the Rams, Jay Reezy going with Chicago, so we'll see how it all plays out. Show Caleb Williams some love. Get the 18s going in the comment section. We're going to put a wrap on Mandatory Minicamp. We heard from Williams at the podium today as he spoke for the first time this week publicly, so that should be some fun. Get the 18s going. Milo says, today was my son's last day of school. Can you shout him out? Yeah, Milo, shout out to your son. If you are comfortable sharing his name, I'll shout his name out too. But, yeah, my son's last day at daycare was last week. His mom, my wife, is a teacher, so they're having Mama PJ time this summer. So that's exciting. But, yeah, it's always, you know, looking back at school. Nothing like getting out the last day of school. I mean, it's exhilarating. So congrats, Milo. Hopefully the kids don't wear you out too much this summer at home. We got NFL Productions, Wasim, Jesse, Jay Reezy. Matt Nagy says, Cullen is back, boys. See Breezy in the town, or in the house. He's ready to go. Yeah, see Breezy ready to go.
I'm ready to be rocking, man. I mean, hey, listen, the Bears, it's a new era of Bears football, new era of Bears Now. I'm here for it. And I'm not here trying to bandwagon. I'm here for the long haul, man.
Yeah, should be a lot of fun. Can't wait to get this season going. Jeremy says, love hearing you talk Bears. Appreciate that, Jeremy. Clifford getting the 18s in there. Brandon is as well. Jesse and Jay rocking with the 18. So 18's growing on me. It was a little lukewarm at first, but it's starting to grow on me for Caleb Williams. All right, we don't want to waste too much time tonight. I'm actually doing a NBA Finals watch party tonight, so want to get this show rolling. If you love the Bears, like this video. We got about 170 people watching. We can get to 50 likes. Let's get to 50 likes, and then we'll get this train off the tracks here as we get our Thursday show going. Appreciate everybody. A lot of FGBs coming in. Shout out to Rishi for that one. We got Michael and Trump in there as well. Jason saying go Celtics. Hey, I'm on the other side, but hey, that's the beauty of fandom. You can root for who you want to. So, all right, here's what's coming up on today's live show as you guys continue to like the video. We got some minicamp winners and losers, some notes from today's practice at Hallis Hall as Michael Horowitz sent in another super. We'll flash that here in a moment. Speaking of which, if you super chat, guaranteed to get your question on the show. You can also use hashtag Bears to get those questions in. If you have any questions about minicamp, any other free agents you want to sign, we'll get to those. We'll dive into a couple of rumors that have been floating out there also. And then we got our Madden Week 4 sim against the Rams coming up as well. So we will get to all of that. But Michael with another 10. He's bringing the heat today. Shout out to Horowitz, who said, if the Bears make it to the playoffs, I got you in the studio with tickets. Michael, we'll have to talk, man. You're always keeping it real. I'll slide in the DMs very soon, and I appreciate that, brother. You're an absolute real one. So shout out to you and yours, and your unwavering support has been absolutely fantastic. All right, we'll kick things off, putting a wrap on Mandatory Minicamp, and then we'll go from there. Stay tuned. Welcome into Chicago Bears Now. My name is Harrison Graham. Coming up on today's show, we got Bears Mandatory Minicamp winners and losers, as we're going to kind of put a wrap on this week of practice. Everyone was at least in the building in attendance. Some guys missed some practice again today. We'll recap all that as well. But kind of putting a wrap as things slow down between now and training camp. Let's talk about the quarterback, Caleb Williams, firmly in the winner category. Not because he necessarily dominated or anything, but I think it's pretty clear he's gotten better each and every day, each and every week. He's getting more and more comfortable. Matt Eberflus continues to be impressed. Threw a couple of nice touchdowns today, according to reports. Really rifled one to DJ Moore in the back of the end zone in a tight window, which is nice. And then he found Rome Odunze for another touchdown as well. We'll talk about Rome in a second also. But Matt Eberflus continues to be impressed with the USC product. He said, Caleb is a talent, a very good talent. His game will go to where it needs to be. I want him to see that in front of him. The window's closing, the variation of what we do on defense. And this quote was based on, hey, why are you having Caleb always go against the first-team defense? And he's basically saying, A, he's ready for it, and B, that's how you're going to get better, and that's what you're going to face in this league, right? High-level starters. And something that's really stood out to me, and I tweeted this earlier, is that Matt Eberflus, like, he is all in on this quarterback, but he's also all in on him publicly. Like, he's not tempering the expectations around Caleb Williams. If anything, he's adding fuel to that fire. Like, yeah, he's talented. Yeah, he's pretty damn good. We expect him to be a good player. So I like that approach. It's like, why mess around? And you felt a shift this offseason with where things were going, and I think a big shift, and it may not seem like much, but he was asked right after he was drafted, is Caleb the starter, or does he have to earn that in practice? He's like, no, he's the starter. It's like, yes, thank you. Why mess around? Drake May was taking damn QB3 reps behind Bailey Zappi and Jacoby Brissett. I get Brissett in that situation, but Zappi, stop fucking around. Like, Chicago's not doing that, and I, for one, appreciate it. They shielded Mitch Trubisky. He was the third-string guy in his rookie training camp. Guy was a number 2 overall pick. Like, come on, guys. Like, it's just nice to see just basic competence here. And I think that's something that you're seeing. Caleb said this as well. He was asked about, hey, where do you feel like you're at? How do you measure progress this time of year, this quickly on the job? And he said, first, I ask questions. I ask questions to coach. I ask about my progression. I ask where he wants me to be, where I should be, and then obviously I have my own goal set for myself, and that's to be perfect. Obviously, you strive for something like that, and you don't ever reach it, but you keep striving for it. Whether it's a day that I like or a day that I don't, there's always good and bad in it, so just finding my balance and reaching and striving for my goal. You go listen to the 10 minutes he talked today. This was just a snippet of it. The kid just gets it. I mean, he walks to the podium and he very nicely and confidently says, "Hey, how's it going, everybody? I know it's been a couple of weeks." Just just a off the cuff meet and greet type of deal. Like, he understands what it means to be in the spotlight and to be a franchise quarterback. Now, we haven't seen him play a game yet. We don't know if he's going to be great on the field. I think he's got a damn good chance to do so. But the more that goes on, the more evidence of all that garbage we heard before the draft was just that garbage. I mean, he just understands. He was asked later, he was like, yeah, I think we're going to be pretty good, pretty damn good, but right now it's putting our heads down, we're getting the work in. We got a long way to go. So I think he's wired the right way. I think he believes in himself. I think these teammates are gravitating toward him. Jaquan Brisker pointed him out today, and if you remember, Brisker was one of the most vocal people about keeping Justin Fields. I think it just goes to show how quickly this kid has captured the attention of his new teammates. Show Caleb Williams some love. Get the 18s going in the comment section below. He's been fantastic early on here, checking all the right boxes. Flus likes what he's seeing. The offense looks better and better. I can't wait for training camp. All right, how about his fellow first-round pick mate, Rome Odunze? Got to put him in the winner category as well. Matt Eberflus, this stood out to me. Matt Eberflus was asked, who, if anyone, has stood out the most this week at Mandatory Minicamp? He said Rome Odunze. That speaks a lot to me, man. All 87, however many players are on the 90-man roster were there, and he points to the rookie wide receiver. He just talked about he's just understanding the concepts already. He's lining up in the right place. That's something Keenan Allen talked about the other day. Rome looks comfortable already. This doesn't look like some huge learning curve or learning an NFL offense. He's in the right spots. He's catching the ball. I mean, he's been catching more balls in practice based on reports than Keenan Allen up to this point. I think you look at this thing and obviously it's early and he's still squarely wide receiver 3 on paper, but this is not a kid who's taking a back seat. He expects to be in there and produce early. He just does. And, him and Caleb are going to be training between now and training camp together, putting their head down, going to work. He's got a wide receiver 1 mindset. That's something he said about a month ago in terms of where he thinks he fits into this room. And he's like, I got a wide receiver 1 mindset, and I think everybody in there should have that mindset. So he's not backing down from DJ Moore and Keenan Allen. I'm not going to sit here and say he's going to beat them out in terms of production, but, I don't think this is some throw-in number 3 receiver. Let's ease him in. The pressure's off. He doesn't have to be great this year, but I said it a few weeks ago. What if he is? Flus calling him the most impressive player at minicamp this week? I don't know, man. These 2 rookies, I think, are setting the tone and are bringing something special to the table here in Chicago very, very fast. All right, NBA Finals are here. Game 1 action is tonight. The perfect time is right now to download the PrizePicks app. It is daily fantasy made easy. All you got to do is go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 when you first sign up. It takes less than 90 seconds to create an account, less than 60 seconds to set your first lineup and make your first entry. So do it. 2 to 6 players. You can cross over sports. If you want to stick just within the NBA Finals, you can do that as well, as long as you have at least 1 player on each team. But you could have a hockey player, a baseball player, and a basketball player all on your same entry, as long as it's between 2 and 6 players. And then you just choose more or less on PrizePicks stat projections. They still got the special for Game 1 tonight, half a point for Jason Tatum. You take the more there. And then I love Derek Lively, this Goblin pick, which lowers the stat projection for assists. Half an assist tonight. He hasn't had less than an assist since the first round of the playoffs. 25 to win 53 here. Take advantage. It's a very, very good chance you're going to hit prizepicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get a deposit match up to $100 when you first sign up today. That link is going to be in the comments and in the description. Appreciate Prize Picks for sponsoring today's show, and we appreciate all of you who support our sponsors. Okay, next up, Nate Davis. I'm going to put him in the loser category, and I don't know. I feel like I'm being labeled as the harsh Nate Davis guy. That's fine. I'll wear that badge of honor. I don't know if it's a badge of honor, but didn't practice again today. First day, limited, off to the side. Yesterday, did one session with team drills. Today, didn't practice at all. It's just, I don't want to be hard on the guy. I want to believe in the guy. I'm a half glass full type of guy. If anything, I am overconfident and happy with what people are doing, but he's got to give me something here. Help me out, Nate. I don't know, man. I mean, he was not the only guy not out there. Cole Kmet and Braxton Jones got nicked up. We reported that yesterday. They weren't out there again today. Tyler Scott. Kyler Gordon, Flus said, woke up with something, but none of these are significant, according to Flus. So, again, I mean, I don't think this is season-altering stuff, but, with Nate Davis, I guess I'll just leave it at this. Training camp's going to be telling. If day one of training camp gets here and he's not ready to rock, that's going to be pretty disappointing. And I guess I'm just at the point where it's it wouldn't surprise me. It would be more surprising if he went out there and had an awesome training camp. I hope he does. I wouldn't say it's critical if he does for the Bears. I think they've done a nice job of adding different players to give you other options if it doesn't work out, but it doesn't feel right to me. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it works out. I don't think I'm a negative Nancy, but I got to tell it how I see it, and I don't feel great about that situation right now. I'll put Tevin Jenkins in the loser category for a different reason, not that because he's missing practice or that he's struggling or doing anything wrong, but because he revealed to Bears reporters that he and his camp approached the Bears about a potential contract extension, and basically that went nowhere. The Bears said nothing's on the table right now. So for him, that sucks, obviously. In terms on the field, nothing to, put in the negative category for Tevin Jenkins, but it just got me thinking, beyond this year, your whole interior offensive line could be reset after this year. Now, Davis has 2 years left, but they could cut him after this year with only $2 million dead cap hit. Jenkins is a free agent after this year. Coleman Shelton's on a 1-year deal. Bates has 2 years left, so you would think he'd be back either as a center or guard. But, I mean, it's very questionable moving forward on that interior. As much as we talked about Braxton Jones, it's is he the long-term answer at left tackle? You probably feel better about that situation than the interior beyond 2025. Now, maybe Karan Amagaji becomes one of your starting guards, the rookie out of Yale who played some guard in college. That certainly could be an option. But, obviously the focus is 2024. But moving forward, it's that interior, 2025 could look a whole lot different depending on how this year goes. Subscribe to the channel. We'll continue to give you off-season coverage every single day. All you need to do is hit that subscribe button. It's youtube.com/BearsNow. We will continue to crank out videos on a daily basis here, so appreciate everybody showing love and support. All right, Matt Eberflus. How about the Flusy? Put him in the winner category. He just, and this has really been all off-season, I feel. And, his new headshot there, he's got the aura. He just feels like a different guy. I mean, he really does. He's way more relaxed. He's way more comfortable. And he goes out there today, for you golf fans out there who would get this reference, he cracks a joke and says, what do you guys think? Was that a 2-club wind out there? Jeez. Basically just saying it was super windy. Balls were kind of getting sprayed around. It was all over the place. Yeah, I mean, he's cracking jokes. He's funny. He's relaxed. He's divulging more information than ever before. It's nice. It's nice. Now, again, you got to go win games, but, for June 5th, 6th, whatever day it is, I feel pretty good. The vibes are high. So shout out to Flus, and shout out to Flus, too, working out a deal with the Bengals. They're going to have a joint practice on August 15th before the preseason game on the 17th. So that'll take place in Chicago, by the way. So that'll be fun as well. So vibes are high for Flus. Again, the vibes aren't really low for any team this time of year. So it's kind of hard to find negative stuff, which, hey, that's a good thing, right? None of us want negativity in our life. But we got to be honest when it's there. the Nate Davis situation, not great. But the overall vibe of the team is definitely very, very good at this point in time. Who do you guys think has been the biggest winner of the Bears offseason? Let me know in the comments section below. You could argue Flus, new look, roster making much improvements. Like, a lot of people would have fired him after 2 years. He gets this third year, feels like kind of a second chance. Obviously you could just go like cliche, Caleb Williams. You could say the fans. You got Caleb Williams, Rome Odunze, Hard Knocks around the corner. That's exciting. So let me know who is the biggest winner of the Bears offseason. And be sure to follow me on Twitter. It's at HGramNFL, Twitter, X, whatever you want to refer it to. It'll always be Twitter in my heart. That's just, something special about Twitter. But at HGramNFL is where you can find me. DM's always open, always down to chop up some Bears football. Michael DiBartolo with the $10 super chat says, why do you think Caleb gets so much hate? The diva talk. I'm not going to read the second part. The nail polish trash talk is also played out. I hope he shuts the haters down. Caleb wins. Let's go. Let's take that off screen real quick, then I'll answer Colin. I'll get to Horowitz in a second. Yeah, I'm just not even going to feed into that because it was so ridiculous and just I don't even – yeah, I'll just leave it at that. I don't know, man. Like, it's just like people look to bring people down. That's the world we live in. I think some people go too far the other way where they're kind of like they just live in like made up land where they're just over, like you're almost too positive. It's like, see some things going on in the world. It's it's not all great. People attacked this kid. They didn't like that he was emotional after a tough loss, which eliminated USC's Pac-12 title chances and any hope of a college football playoff. People overly masculine about the fingernail stuff. It's like, hey, if you don't like it, that's cool. It's not impacting you. So, I don't know how else to answer it. But the Bears clearly believe in his confidence. How many times has Flus said Caleb knows who he is? It's like if you're confident in yourself and you know who you are as a person, who cares what people think? That's kind of the mindset Williams has, and the Bears feel that with him. So that's the way to live, man. Michael Horowitz, he's got a 10 as well. He says, Harrison, if the Bears fail to go over 500 this year, do you think Flus is on the hot seat? I mean, he might be fired if they go below 500. Like, there's always circumstances, but they need to take another notable step. Not like a mini step, not like 7-10 last year. Okay, 8-9 wins. Like, I think 9's got to be the floor, man. Like, you got to get – the schedule's manageable. The talent has gone up a notch, if not a couple of notches. The players who were already there were young, a lot of them, and they're in the system, especially on defense for another year. Like, the expectation – I mean, Jaquan Brisker said it today. He's like, we're done waiting. Like, the time is now. Like, no more, like, learning how to win. Like, it's time to win. It's, these guys have been here. They've gone through 3-14. They've gone through a choppy 7-10 last year. That included an 0-4 start. Kind of learned how to win after that. Now it's time to go be a consistent team week in and week out. Go win 10-plus games. That's kind of how I see it. All right. We do need some questions for our mailbag. #Bears or Super Chat. Let's get your questions in. Colin, we could always circle back to some of those other questions. Don't show the one with the don't want to get flagged by YouTube. But #Bears or Super Chat to get those questions in.
We got about, let me count real quick. I think we got about 3 questions we can use.
Get a few more, and then hopefully more pile in. Free agency, trades, minicamp, the upcoming season, whatever. #Bears Super Chat, like Luctera just sent one in. We'll make sure to get him in there, and we will make it happen. So appreciate all of you. Michael, exactly my thoughts. Yeah, man, look, everybody's entitled to their opinion, but some of the stuff that's been thrown out there is a little much. You're not Matt Nagy. Wait, that's not the real Matt Nagy in the chat? I thought all along it was.
I'm a little heartbroken, to be honest.
Thanks, Nagy from Dan. That's classic. All right, let's get into this. Fire some more questions so Colin can get them on screen for you guys, like Kellen just did, and we would greatly, greatly appreciate it. All right, mailbag time coming up. If we're a little light on questions, Colin, as long as we reach time,
I gotcha.
We'll be good to go. All right, let's get into it. It's time for a Chicago Bears Now mailbag. I'm Harrison Graham. Jack Daniels, always a solid whiskey. Is Velus Jones or Dante Pettis more likely to make this team? It's a good question. I would lean Velus just because they did invest a third-round pick into him, but it is year 3 now, so it's kind of like that equity is kind of a wash. But if it's close, they would probably keep him. Now, if Pettis is just clearly the better player in camp and in the preseason, then you got to go with the guy who's producing. You're trying to win games. So I would lean Velus right now, but it wouldn't shock me if Dante made this team. We'll get to Michael Horowitz in a second, but pick one for us. Who you got making this team? Type VJ for Velus Jones Jr. or type DP for Dante Pettis. If you had to pick one, who you got making the roster? VJ for Velus Jones, DP for Dante Pettis. We got a big $100 super chat coming in from Michael Horowitz. Boom! Shout out to Horowitz. He says, what would be a season-changing signing? What is one player? Bears chat now. What can bolster the offensive line, or bolster the defense? What would be a season-changing signing? What is one player? Bears now. What, or would you say could bolster? Oh, he kind of double sent that. O-line or a season-changing signing on the offense or defense? O-line, I mean, if your interior struggling and Connor Williams gets healthy, that could be a pretty significant move. He's a starting caliber guard and center. So, if training camp there's some issues, or in the preseason, or if there's an injury, like if he's ready to rock, he's still recovering right now, but if he's ready early in the season or right before the season, you could bring him in. Defense, I mean, I don't know if it's going to be season-changing, but I'd certainly like to add another pass rusher like Calais Campbell or someone like that. So certainly a possibility. Hit that like button if you love the Bears. Next up on our mailbag is Ghost Types. What ranking do you see the Bears defense by the end of the year? They should be top 10. The pass rush could hold them back. After Montez Sweat, there's questions there. You're banking a lot on Javon Dexter. You need DeMarcus Walker to produce a little bit more. We'll see if they do sign someone like I mentioned. But I think you need to at least be a top 10 group. And if the pass rush is better than expected, I think top 5 is at least a possibility. Caleb Williams keeps calling it a top 5 defense. So, he's hyping up his boys over there. Hit that subscribe button here on Chicago Bears Now. We're less than 200 subs away from our next milestone, 94,000. We're at 93,830. If you're a big Bears fan, if you want to be caught up on everything surrounding this football team, we're the channel for you. Go ahead and subscribe today. Jay Reezy, trade idea. If Keenan leaves, pair him with a 4 to the Raiders for Devontae Adams just to get back at the Cheeseheads. What do you mean? So is he already gone, or are you trading him? I'm a little confused there. You can't really trade him after the year because he'll be 33 and a free agent. He's not under contract. But I guess hypothetically, if you traded him in the season, that's not going to happen though. That's not going to get you Devontae Adams. But it'd be funny if Adams ever played for the Bears to get back at the Packers. That'd be fun. We got Sam Lecterra. Yo, Harrison, are there updates on potential talks between Chicago and San Francisco for Josh Dobbs? I need to DM you about this. What is your Josh Dobbs deal? I don't know if we've ever talked about this, but I don't know if it's a bit or what. Was the Bears picking him off 4 times last year? Not enough evidence that he's not very good, but yeah, I don't think there's any updates there for Joshua Dobbs. Kellen Burke, what edge do you think we sign? Ngakoue seems the most likely. They're familiar with him, same system. It would probably cost half of what it did last year. I'm still hopeful for Calais Campbell, but I'd be cool with Ngakoue. I think he'd give you at least what he gave you last year and hopefully a little bit more. Got Caleb Williams jerseys available for purchase. Go to chatsports.com/Caleb. Get that link down in the comments and description of this video. It's chatsports.com/Caleb. Go ahead, click and shop today. We appreciate all the support we get for people who subscribe and all that. But if you want to get a jersey, do it through us. Helps us out. Chatsports.com/Caleb. From Petey, could the Bears give Sanborn an extension? They could. He's a free agent after this year, so I guess that would make him eligible. I don't know how that works with UDFAs. I would think yes, but yeah, I mean, they could, but I think he'll also be restricted after this year, so they kind of control his rights anyway. I'll have to double check on all that, but I don't think they would. I think they'd play this year out, but he's certainly valuable. And look, if Tremaine Edmonds doesn't have a great year this year, they could cut him to save money after this year. They can get out of that contract, and they could just go with Edwards and Sanborn, and maybe Noah Sewell's ready to be your third linebacker by then. A real shake is Nate Davis, the third mistake in Pole's term. I assume you're talking Claypool and Valus as the first two. It's possible. I mean, even if you're half glass full on Nate Davis right now, I think even the biggest Nate Davis fan would say up to this point it hasn't lived up to $10 million per year. Now, there's still time. If he goes out there and has a great year this year, that erases a lot, because last year, I give him mostly a pass for last year. He had a death in the family. There's a lot going on there. But if he goes out there, doesn't practice much in training camp, struggles this year, gets hurt or gets benched or whatever, it's got to be a failed signing. So we're not there yet. I thought he did have a stretch last year where he played fairly well, but it did not sustain, and it especially wasn't that good after he returned from injury. You guys know the motto, FGB. Get it going in the comment section down below. Get those FGBs in the chat, and we appreciate everybody who has supported this show. Light Shimmy, who do you think could be the Bears' possible signings for next season? For next season. If there's some free agent pass rushers, I would say any of those guys. Who knows? I'll have to look ahead at some guys over there. I mean, if you want to talk internal, guys on one-year deals or expiring deals, Keenan Allen, do you bring him back? That's going to be a big decision you have to make. A guy like Coleman Shelton, if he's your starting center, do you run it back with him? I think it's going to be Ryan Bates, but the Nate Davis thing throws kind of a wrench into that. So, we'll dive deeper into next offseason once we're closer. But I would say right now, based on the roster construction, interior offensive line and pass rushers are what you're going to be targeting. Brandon, would you take the Bears missing the playoffs if it means we get Ben Johnson as our new head coach? I mean, I'd rather make the playoffs. But if that was a consolation prize, sure. But I'd still take making the playoffs. You need to start making the playoffs. The roster's too talented. I'm not in the business of throwing years away just because we don't love the head coach. If they miss the playoffs, it's probably a sign you do have to change head coaches. So if that ends up happening, sure. But I would still rather just be a good team, right? I'd rather make the playoffs. Couple more here. Douglas Schlief. Why do guys who make the practice squad never make the team the following year? I mean, it happens sometimes, but, guys who are on the practice squad are on the practice squad for a reason. They're average players. They're good college players, but not good enough to be, consistent NFL players. So, I would say that's really it. They're just not quite good enough. We got Creel, and then we'll get to Horowitz Super Chat. He says, who gets a contract extension at the end of the year? I would hope DJ Moore, right? I think he's at the top of the list. He's got 2 years left on his deal. If they don't do it now, you would hope after this year they would. I think he's the next big contract to get done. Tevin Jenkins, right now there's no movement, but I think he would be a candidate for that if he has a healthy and solid season. Does a guy like... Who else am I missing here? Jaquan Brisker, Kyler Gordon, those 30-year guys, if they really have good years, do you lock them down early? They're going to have to pick and choose which guys they keep and which guys they start paying. If you feel good about a player, it's better to pay them early than late because you can keep that price tag a little bit down. Michael Horowitz, again, appreciate the super. Harrison, I would love your insight on who would be the yards from scrimmage leader this year. I don't know why when you send super, sometimes it doubles up. Gosh. I would guess. I think it's between 3 people, if I do really guess. DJ Moore, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift. I guess it depends how much they kind of divvy up the carries. If Swift hits 1,000 yards rushing, I'd probably say Swift because I think he'll have at least 250 receiving, so that put him at 1,250 all-purpose. So that means Keenan or DJ would have to hit 1,250 plus receiving, which they can, but with how many weapons, the ball's going to get spread around. So, it really depends on how much Swift carries the ball. I would say that's going to play a big role in that dynamic. All right, a lot of good questions there. Appreciate you for submitting them. You can find me on Instagram at HGramNFL. That's where you can find me for more Bears content, some short form content. If you want to follow me over there, I would appreciate it. So go ahead and do so. Wasim with the super. He says, when the Bears win the Super Bowl, Lovie Smith should get a ring. Hey, I don't care who they send rings to if they win the Super Bowl. Davis Mills, you can get one too for that Hail Mary. Jordan Akins, you can get one too for being a part of that Hail Mary. So, yeah, that's cool with me, Wasim. That's perfectly fine. All right, get some more FGBs going before we get to our last segment before our Madden Sim. We do have another Madden Sim today, so probably be live or get that going about 4:50, I would guess. 4:50 Central Time, maybe a couple minutes earlier or later, so stay tuned. But get some FGB shout-outs. Jay Reezy, got Ron Winarski, Wasim Khan, Johnny, Mr. Tiny. We got Trump saying F Detroit and FGB. No F Minnesota? Rishi says FGB as well. Oh, Don Burr. Don, it's going to be tough in like 18 months when the realization of Caleb Williams being better than Jared Goff kicks in. I mean, that's going to be a tough realization. And I like Jared Goff, for the record. I think he's solid, but that's going to be something to see. Wasim, 7 o'clock Central is when we are going to go live on the Mavs channel. So, yeah, any NBA fans, we're going live on our Mavericks channel at 7 o'clock. I would assume 7 o'clock on our Celtics channel if you're rooting for the Celtics or if you're a Celtics fan. And then Cullen, our producer today, he's going to be producing our main Chat Sports coverage with Nick Roley is going to be on main. So like Tara, if you want to go watch Roley, he'll be live on main. So we got 3 streams going tonight. Should be fun. Should be a whole lot of fun. All right, let's get to some Bears rumors, some storylines that have been circulating this week, and then we will get to our Madden Week 4 sim. Let's get it. I'm Harrison Graham. Here's what's coming up on Chicago Bears Now. Some more national media Bears hype to the highest levels. We're going to dive into who had a big take this week. Keenan Allen, he talks about a possible extension with Chicago and his playing future. Tevin Jenkins with contract talks. Not so much. Doesn't feel great for Tevin at this point in time in terms of getting a new extension. So Keenan talks extension. Tevin Jenkins, is he not going to be getting extended? We'll talk about all of that here on today's show now that minicamp has wrapped up. All right, before we get to all that, follow me on Instagram, at HGramNFL. Bears takes left and right over there. Content that you can find exclusively on my Instagram page, at HGramNFL. Your support over there means a ton. Help us out. Let's keep growing. Welcome into Bears Now. Rich Eisen, the latest to jump on the Chicago Bears bandwagon, as he had some pretty strong words around what he think could happen for the Bears. Now, to be clear, this is kind of his best case scenario take, but still pretty bold. He said, when asked about Caleb Williams and the Bears, what it could look like this year, he said, I'm thinking more like Ben Roethlisberger than C.J. Stroud. I'm thinking more of like Dan Marino when they first started in terms of winning. I'm saying best case scenario for the Bears is this kid takes them to the Super Bowl. And you're like, wait a minute, C.J. Stroud had better rookie years than Big Ben and Dan. Well, you got to remember, Roethlisberger's rookie year, he started 13 games, went 13-0, went to the AFC title game, and in his second year went to the Super Bowl. Dan Marino started like half the season his rookie year, but his second year, only year he ever made a Super Bowl. So he's kind of making the reference, like if things go extraordinarily well, Caleb could take this team all the way in year one. And that's bold, man. Like that's pretty bold to say any rookie quarterback could pull that off, but This kid's got a lot of talent. The NFC feels open-ish after the 49ers. Again, Rich Eisen did call this kind of the best-case scenario, so like he's not saying even necessarily that he's going to predict that to happen. But you've now got two pretty notable national media heads talking Super Bowl with the Bears. Nick Wright of First Things First, FS1. Rich Eisen, who's got his own show. He's part of the NFL Network as well. I mean, who's going to be next? I mean, am I going to do it next? I'm not ready to make that claim, but I'll tell you what. The hype, since I've been covering this team, not even close. It's never been close to this big. I would say 2019, after the double doink in 18, there was a lot of hype. It feels higher now. I mean, you could argue since they went to the Super Bowl in 06, the energy has never been this palpable. Why are people on the Bears bandwagon? I pose to you, and we've talked about it a lot, and I'm going to give reasons of why they are and why I don't think this is like some forced, TV execs like telling Rich Eisen, hey, man, just give me a hot take on the Bears. I don't see that here. I don't think that's what's happening. The number one reason is Caleb Williams. There is a lot of belief both in Chicago, nationwide, in what this kid is capable of. He's got all the physical tools you want. You'd like him to be an inch or two taller, but it's not like he's Kyler or Bryce Young. He's 6'1". He's plenty tall. Rocket arm. He's thick. He can evade. He can do it all, and he knows what it takes to lead. I think we're seeing that already. Number two, this roster is pretty damn good. Ryan Poles has done a really good job. He's caught some breaks. He identified Carolina as a sucker team. They end up being awful the next year. You get the number one pick to get Caleb, so took a little luck, but they identified what they needed to do roster-wise, and you could make a decent argument this is a top 10 roster in the NFL. Now, they got to go prove it, but a lot of pieces are in place. Number three, NFC, pretty top-heavy. This is not like the AFC. You can make a pretty compelling argument for at least 10 teams to make the playoffs. Think about it real quick. AFC East. You could make a strong argument for the Bills, Jets, and Dolphins as playoff teams. That's three. AFC North, you can make an argument for all four. The Bengals, Steelers, Ravens, and Browns. AFC South, Texans, Colts are pretty good. They were a drop pass away from making the playoffs. Jags, I still think, are solid. And then the AFC West, you still got the Chiefs, and you got Jim Harbaugh with the Chargers. The NFC's not like that. The North is tough. All four are solid, and I think, Minnesota's 4 out of 4, but they're pretty good. But, NFC South, it's okay, are you really selling me that Atlanta is going to be this 12-10 win team? Is Tampa going to be really good again? They might, I guess. Saints, I'm not buying it. NFC West, I think Seattle could take a step back. The 49ers are awesome, obviously. I think Arizona's a year away. Rams are good, but they're aging at key areas. NFC East, I think Dallas takes a step back. Philly should bounce back in theory, but that was an ugly finish. Washington's not ready yet. The Giants stink. NFC's manageable, man. It's pretty top heavy on paper. And then fourth place schedule. You were 7-10 last year. Easily could have won 9 or 10 games. Since you choked a few of those games, it actually benefits you because you're playing a last place schedule. You get Carolina at home. You get to play a lot of bottom feeders. You get to play Arizona again. There are 3 or 4 games that you should win and kind of in your sleep. So yeah, and if you get in and your quarterback gets hot and you got a defense that can travel, why not the Bears? I'm not sitting here predicting it in June. They're going to be in the Super Bowl, but I am expecting a playoff push. Get into the playoffs. Not you're 6-7 and you might sneak in if you win your last few. You should be in the playoff picture throughout the season. That's how I see it. So, I'm not going Super Bowl talk just yet, but I understand why that's out there. There's a lot of reason. If Caleb Williams hits the ground running, if he has C.J. Stroud or even C.J. Stroud light type of season, the Bears roster is a lot better than what the Texans was last year. It just is. So it would not shock me. What are your expectations for the Bears this season? Are you like me where you're okay, let's make the playoffs, then we'll see what happens? That's kind of where I'm at. But I want to know, you can put that in words and record prediction, what round of the playoffs. Maybe you don't have playoff expectations. Just describe your expectations in the comments for me for the Bears this year. Okay, Keenan Allen, he was asked about his playing future and his contract status this week. We touched on it briefly, but thought we would expand on it here as he said this. He said, I'm going to play as long as I can. As far as an extension, I'm going to let the play speak for itself, and if they offer me something that I like, we'll go from there. I'm just going to go out there, do what I always do, remain who I am, and the market just got reset. Kind of laughed, drew some laughter there. You know, I've kind of said it, and I'll continue to say it. Like, you see how this market has exploded. You've seen a lot of guys get paid. You know, all the top 10 guys are almost at $25 million or higher now, and Keenan's better than some of these players, certainly. The problem is he's going to be 33 next April. So, like, where's the compromise, right? Like, I kind of feel like whether it's with Chicago or another team, you're probably, if it's for big money, it's probably a 1 or 2 year deal. I would guess between 25 and 30 million. Mike Evans signed 2 for 41, so 20, 21 per year. But then a bunch of guys got more money. Like, I bet if he looked back at that, he's like, I probably could have gotten 25. I would think Keenan Allen would shoot for 25 plus. Now, maybe he loves it here, balls out, and takes like 20 to 22. But, like, you're not getting some, like, 15 mil a year discount. It's just not going to happen. Like, he wants to cash in one more time, I would think. So, you know, if it was a 1 year extension, I'd give him $30 million because it's not going to hurt your future. It would line up with DJ Moore having 1 year left. Get 2 years of those guys together. Then you let Keenan walk and you extend DJ. So I'd be open to that, but we'll have to wait and see, what happens between the two sides. Before we get to Tevin Jenkins, Prize Picks sponsoring today's show. We appreciate it. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS. To get a first-time deposit match up to $100. Prize Picks is awesome because I've been a fantasy football guy my whole life, but, when I was younger, once football season ends, you're kind of just twiddling your thumbs. Not anymore. Not with Prize Picks. You can play daily fantasy, and even if you are just a football junkie, you got season-long stat projections that you can do. They also offer deals sometimes, like for game 1, they had Jason Tatum half a point. I love the Derek Lively play at half an assist. Took the more on both of those. If you're watching this after game 1, hopefully this hit for me. 25 to win 53. But if you're a baseball guy, you got baseball more or less stat projections. You got NHL. You can cross over your sports with your picks. 2 to 6 player entries. Choose more or less on the stat projections. You got celebrities playing Prize Picks. You can check out what people like Meek Mill and Andrew Schultz are doing with their entries. Get started right now. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Use the code CLNS to get that deposit match up to $100. You will not regret it. Support our sponsors. Supports us also. You're going to make some money, so go check it out. Okay, Tevin Jenkins. No extension for Tevin? Well, he and his camp approached the Bears, and this is the direct quote he used. Nothing's on the table right now. Like, him and his camp approached the Bears. Hey, what do you think about contract? We'd like Tevin to be here. Bears, we're nothing right now. And look, I understand, like, I think one thing Poles has been throughout his tenure, if nothing else, is honest. Like, if he's not ready to negotiate, there's probably a reason. I think this is that reason. He's missed a lot of time. Missed 11 games his first year because he had to have a back surgery. Missed 4 games in his second year, 5 games last year. Like, the most games this guy's ever played in a year is 13. Now, if you told me you'd get 13 games or more for the next 4 years, I'd extend him. But I don't know that to be the case. Like, I'm willing to accept that he'll miss 2 to 4 games a year. But, like, what you can't have is he misses 10 one year, he has a season-ending injury the other. Sure, maybe the other 2 of the 4-year extension, he plays 14 or more, but, like, that's kind of where you're stuck in the mud here. So, Tevin was asked, what's his number 1 goal this year? Stay healthy, get through 17 games. So, if he does that, he'll probably get paid, and it might cost the Bears. The number would probably go up, but I think the Bears are willing to play this out because they want to see him get healthy, and I hope it works out because I think Tevin's really likable. He's a top 10 guard, in my opinion, in this league. He can play both sides. He can kick out and play tackle if you need him to. I mean, they've asked him to do a lot over 2 different regimes, and he's, I think, handled it all pretty well. So I'm rooting for him. I think he's an entertaining character to watch for Hard Knocks as well. So certainly excited to see him behind the curtain. Now, we'll either get extended before this season. I don't think so. I think they play this out and they revisit things next offseason. Again, with Keenan, older player. They want to see how Rome does. Like, if Rome is balling early, like, you don't need to pay Keenan $25 million. You could let him walk, get a nice comp pick back, third-round pick, and then go sign, a number 3 receiver in free agency, go draft somebody. Maybe Tyler Scott's ready for that role. With Tevin, I think it's about health. If he could stay healthy this year, I think they'll re-sign him after the season. And another option is maybe Tevin's a franchise tag guy where, like, the health is still a question. They don't want to extend him, but they want to keep him for another year. Could always tag him for 2025 also. Pick one to extend. If you could only extend one, who would you pick? Type KA for Keenan Allen, TJ for Tevin Jenkins. If you told me it was a one-year deal, I would pick Keenan Allen because I think to have this trio for 2 years, for Caleb's first 2 years, would be pretty awesome. Long term, I'd have to go Tevin, even though it's the injury concerns, just because Keenan's 32, 33. I think his game ages well, but is he going to be balling at 36? I don't know. That remains to be seen. Okay, appreciate everybody for tuning in to Chicago Bears Now. Hit that sub button, turn on notifications. We will continue to keep you informed and entertained on all things Bears. All right, here we go. Going to get to our Madden stream shortly as the Bears take on the Rams at Soldier Field. Once Cullen is ready to rock, once he's ready to roll, we'll get into this. You almost ready here, C Breezy?
I'm about ready, brother. Real quickly, while I do get set up, drop some score predictions down in the comments.
Yeah, let's get some score predictions in there as Cullen gets a couple of things locked and loaded behind the scenes, and then we'll get into our Madden Sim watch party style extravaganza. So
this is the last one that I personally have not done, or at least did the simulation for. So again, I don't know what's going to happen either. So
let's get it.
I'll make a prediction. I'll go Bears 24, Rams 17. That's what I'll go.
Okay. Savage says 24-13 Bears. NFL Productions 34-17 Bears. We got 20-10 from Trump. John 24-19. Brandon 21-10. Tyler 20-11. So let's get things popping. Here. Let's see. What do we got going here? 20-11 from Tyler. 21-10 Bears. I can't wait, man. It's going to be fun. All right, here we go. Our Week 4 Madden Sim about to get started. Welcome into Bears Now. I'm Harrison Graham. It is time for our Week 4 Madden simulation as both the Rams and the Bears are 2-1 on the season. So potentially a pivotal game in terms of down the line seeding in the NFC for a potential wild card spot if these two teams are competing for that. Obviously, both teams would like to win their respective divisions, but Matthew Stafford and the boys coming to town to take on Caleb Williams and the Bears. Get those score predictions in. Let us know who you got winning. And what we're going to do, if this is your first time watching today's show, we will react to the Madden simulation. But do want to remind you of our Madden Sim live schedule. Bears 2-1 so far, beat the Titans and Colts, lost to the Texans there in Week 2. Next Monday, we'll do Week 5 against the Panthers, Week 6 against the Jags on that following Thursday, and then you got the Commanders the following week after the bye week, and then second half of the schedule as slated there. That July chunk, I'm going to be on vacation in that first week of July, plus NBA free agencies going on, so as of now, that's how we have it templated, but things could certainly change. But when we go live, we'll be doing a Madden stream. That's kind of how it's going to go, so be sure to keep it locked in. We got producer Cullen in the building, and it is time to get underway for Bears versus Rams. Caleb Williams, Matthew Stafford, EA Sports. It's in the game.
Quick question as we're kind of getting set up here, they're doing little intros and stuff. Obviously, you're a Bears guy. Matthew Stafford at one point was a longtime Lion. How do you view Matthew Stafford, his kind of career, him as a player, all that stuff?
Look, I know you played for Detroit for a while. I like Stafford a lot. I think it was pretty telling that he leaves in the first year he wins the Super Bowl. Now, the Lions have recovered nicely. That was one of the rare win-win blockbuster trades. It really was. But I think he's probably going to go to the Hall of Fame, man. He's going to have the volume stats, and he's got a Super Bowl. Now, it's kind of a weird resume. The only year he has ever won a playoff game, he won a Super Bowl. But when you have the volume stats he has plus a ring, I think he's in, man. Like, especially if he plays 3 or 4 more years and has a little more playoff success. So I've always liked Stafford. To me, he's the best quarterback in the NFC right now.
Okay.
I think that kind of whatever crown is up for grabs. But like you tell me, out of all the NFC quarterbacks, one game today, who would you pick to win that game? I'd probably pick Stafford, man. I
probably would too. It does help the fact that he's got Cooper Kupp, Sean McVay, and everything. But I mean, he was balling beforehand in Detroit too, with not a lot of help. So
yeah, sure, he had Calvin early on, but that organization, man,
Golden Tate for a brief moment. You know, it's an interesting point, but yeah, man, 77-0. Whew. Man, if it's 77-0, I'll tell you this: if it ends 77-0, I will do a boot at the end of the stream today.
Yeah,
I will guarantee do a boot at the end of the stream if it's 77.
It's not going to happen. We're underway at Soldier Field as the Bears kick it off to the Rams, who, nice move there, but good wrap-up tackle. At the 22-yard line, here comes Matthew Stafford and the Rams as we are underway here. We are underway. God, that's how behind EA is. They're showing his 2022 stats. All right.
Shout out to Madden.
Here comes Stafford in the I formation, or under center, I should say. Excuse me. Hands it off. Kyron Williams. Nice run there. Picked up 8. Big Green keeps typing volume. You're talking about like the EA Sports. We do the commentary. We don't play the. I don't think we play the Madden volume. Yeah, that's how we do it.
Trust me, it would end 77-0 if I was playing this. Caleb Williams would be the MVP by week 4.
Stafford in the shotgun this time on 2nd and 2. Hands it off. Williams again. Ooh, good tackle there. It's going to be 3rd and inches. Type those 3s. 3rd down.
Yeah.
3rd down. Yeah, Don Burr. Stafford didn't beat the Bears a ton. So I don't know what you're talking about there. Here we go. 3rd and inches. Stafford back under center. Williams again up the gut. Finds a crease. Ooh, big gain. Gets about 12 or 13, it looks like, for an easy 1st down. All right.
Yeah. Very interested to see how this defense holds up against the...
Yeah, I feel like early in these games they've struggled against the run a little bit, but then have settled in. So we'll kind of see how it goes today. I formation. Will it be a 4th straight run here?
We'll see.
McVay gassing Kyron Williams early here. It's going to be play action this time. Those over the middle wide open for about a gain of 20 or so. Cooper Kupp, gain of 24. Rams having their way early on in this one. Straight down the field.
I mean, that's typical Sean McVay offense, right? Run, get him to bite on the play action, hit him over the top. So.
No doubt about it.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. All right, here we go. Here we go. I formation again here. Stafford under center, 2 wide receivers. Williams left side gets that block. He's got room. Inside the 20. Tackled at about the 18 by Jaquan Brisker. Not much resistance early on here. Let's see if the Bears can get a timely red zone stop and force a field goal at least.
Montez Sweat would like to make an appearance. We wouldn't mind it.
Yeah, that a little sack of Stafford would be nice. Shotgun this time for Stafford. Little RPO, gets it out into the flat to his tight end. Gain of 5 there. Bring up 2nd and 5. Tyler Higbee. Matt Nagy trolling in the chat. Oh, man. 2nd and 5 here. Stafford sitting in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, throws, left side, caught, 1st down. Through the air, on the ground, pretty balanced first possession here in Nakua that time, his first catch of the game.
Yeah. They just need to disrupt this offensive flow they got going on.
Yeah, bring a blitz, show a different look.
Something.
Straight down the field, 3.5 minutes gone in this quarter, 2:25 to go. Stafford under center, hands it off. Williams left side. Good play there, just a gain of 1, tackled by Jonathan Owens. 2nd and goal at the 5. Here we go. 2 minutes to go in the opening quarter. Bunch trips to the left for Stafford, who takes the snap, hand it off. Williams, gets to about the 1. 3rd and goal. Type those threes. Let's go. Can the Bears get a stop after a long drive by the Rams? We shall see. Wasim NFL. Trump in there, typing 3. Stafford, I formation, hands off. Williams not going to get there.
Let's freaking go.
4th down. What do the Rams do? Get your 4s up. It's 4th down. What do the Rams do? What do the Rams do? Let's see if Sean McVay goes for it early. No decision yet, it would appear. Oh, he's going to cower it out. And send the, no, they're going for it. The okie doke. Rams in the shotgun. Type stop in the chat. Stafford looking. Throws. End zone. Wide open. Caught. 2-2 Atwell. Touchdown Rams. Man. Man, oh man. Type FLAR in the chat. Too much time to throw. Easy pitch and catch there.
Yeah.
Matt Nagy in the chat. Typical. That's funny. That is funny.
I'll probably kick this extra point here.
Extra point is up and good. Almost used the whole first quarter. 11 plays, 78 yards. We'll see if the Bears can respond. Eberflus Jones back to receive the kickoff.
Yeah, now's the time. Hey, let's see Caleb Williams, the future best quarterback in the NFC. All right.
Yeah, I think that's achievable.
Yeah,
that crown's up for grabs, man. I mean,
really is.
Stafford,
probably Hurts, Prescott,
Goff, Dak, Hurts, Purdy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of. I got Jordan Love.
Yeah.
It's only about half a season so far, I Love, but if he balls out this year, he's in that conversation.
Yeah, the fact that Purdy and Love are fighting for QB5s tells you all you need to know.
Eberflus Jones gets to about the 24, and that's where Caleb and the offense will take over. Predict what's going to happen here. Touchdown, field goal, punt, or turnover. What's going to happen on this drive? What's going to happen on this drive?
Forget it. Oh, easy TD. Better see all TDs in the chat. What do we got a field goal for, Tyler?
Field goal from Tyler. Caleb under center for the first play of the game for the Bears offense. Hands it off. Swift. Oh, here goes DeAndre up the right sideline. The 50.
Let's freaking go.
Past the 40, down to the 37, 38 officially. We'll call that a gain of about 36. Type those ones. 1st down, Bears. Big chunk play to start this drive. Good seal block by Keenan Allen on the perimeter, and that set DeAndre free.
Yeah.
Those ones in. Is Nate Davis playing? He is in there. He is in there. We'll see if that's the case in the regular season. Williams, motion Swift out to the left, throws over the middle, caught, slant, good catch. Looks like Odunze, gain of about 12. Type those ones again. That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Caleb in the offense responding. If you want to get yourself a Caleb Williams jersey, you can do so at chatsports.com/Caleb. Pre-order yours today. You'll get them in plenty of time before week 1. Chatsports.com/Caleb. Link is going to be in the comments and description of this video. Go and check it out. Orange, white, navy, all available. Some other items at that link as well. Chatsports.com/Caleb. All right, second quarter set to get underway here as both offenses, pretty good first drives. Bears still on their first drive, but they are knocking the door on the red zone. Williams under center on 1st and 10. Takes the snap, straight drop, steps up, looking, throws, right side, caught. Kmet, is he going to score?
Let's
He
go!
is! Touchdown, Bears! Show me those TDs in the chat. Cole Kmet. Rams have an 11-play drive. I believe that was a 3-play drive for the Bears. Straight down the field, 3 chunk plays. 26-yard touchdown on kind of a deep crosser from the 5th-year tight end.
Let's freaking go.
Dre, Trump, NFL, T-Mag, get those TDs in.
Yeah.
Cairo Santos on for the extra point to tie this one at 7. Snap is down, kick is up, kick is good. And that took less than a minute of Madden game action. 3 plays, 76 yards, and 54 seconds. Let's go. Matt Nagy goes, Cole Kmet, another great pick by Ryan Pace. Yeah. He also took off after you left.
I will say, man, Cole Kmet as a potential 4th receiving option on this team. I mean, we talk about the receiving core all the time. Cole Kmet as a tight end and as a potential 4th option.
Gerald Everett is like your 5th option. Everett would start for a lot of teams.
Oh, yeah.
So, Matt says, careful, sir. That's good stuff.
All good vibes.
That is good stuff. All right, here we go. Torrey Taylor boots it away. They struggle to catch the kickoff. Is that Bayless? Gets it out to the 26, and that is where Stafford and the Rams will take over as they look to respond. Kyron Williams, big first drive, 7 carries, 42 yards. Pretty balanced attack for the Rams on that opening possession. Sean McVay has got Stafford in the shotgun here. He'll hand off again, Kyron Williams. Kind of missed the hole there, but still plowed forward for a gain of 3.
Yeah.
2nd and 7.
Yeah. Not a lot of Blake Corum either. It's all been Kyron Williams.
Nope. It's all been Kyron Williams. Bit curious to see how much Corum plays this year. He should get a decent amount of playing time, I would think.
Not to mention Kyron did have, I think, 1 or 2 injuries last year that kind of nagged him. So.
Yeah. Stafford takes the snap, 4-man rush, throws into traffic over the middle, incomplete. It's going to be 3rd and 7. Tremaine Edmonds in there on the breakup. Here we go. Type those 3s. It's 3rd and 7. Great opportunity to get the ball back to Caleb Williams. Here we go. Stafford in the shotgun, looking, throws over the middle, caught. First down, Rams.
Yuck.
Is that Allen Robinson?
No, that can't be.
I think Chugg screwed up
Oh, no.
the rosters.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no. Hot seat Chuggs. My goodness.
There's no way that was Allen Robinson.
Oh, no, it's DeMarcus Robinson.
DeMarcus Robinson.
I was going to say, there's no way.
There's no way.
That's 2 teams ago. Stafford under center. Hands it off. Kyron Williams absolutely hit-sticked by Tremaine Edmonds for a gain of 2. He got lit up.
Lit up.
I think Allen Robinson rocked 1 in L.A. anyway. He didn't rock 15 like he did in Chicago for a bit, then 12, excuse me. All right, Stafford in the gun, 2-back formation here. 4:20 left in the quarter. Stafford looking, throws, left side, caught. First down. Tutu Atwell again had a touchdown on the first drive. Big catch there. Defense is not showing much resistance early on here.
Yeah.
Not much resistance early on here.
Yeah. Again, a Montez Sweat's signing would be great at any point.
Yeah, I mean, it'd be nice if he could beat the right tackle at some point. Quick throw here, right side, Cup, breaks a tackle, goes down for a gain of 5. Stafford 7 of 8 already.
Yeah.
He's cooking.
Yeah. I think it was Brisker in on the tackle. I mean, this secondary's got a lot of potential, but they're going up against a pretty good receiving core in LA. So.
Yeah. 2nd and 5. What you don't want is for the Rams to almost time this up late in the half.
Yeah.
Stafford in the gun, takes the snap, throws over the middle into traffic, but caught. Cup again. First down. First and 10 at the 24. Stafford under center. Play action. Stafford looking, throws, Caught inside the 10, down to the 7. Cooper Kupp makes it 1st and goal. Okay. Stafford in the huddle. Breaks it in the shotgun. 2-minute warning looming. Be nice if Bears get a red zone stop this time. Stafford throws middle caught. Touchdown. Yep. Well, might be a shootout, folks. Cooper Kupp finds the end zone. Type FLAR.
Yeah. I mean, I get that's Cooper Kupp, but you just got to do a better job of marketing.
They're just not mixing up their looks. It's just kind of sitting in that cover 2 shell. No blitzing, no nothing.
Nothing.
Pretty lukewarm. Feels like Allen Williams is calling the defense again. 14-7 Rams. Good news is you got plenty of time to get points before the half, and then you get the ball after halftime. So we'll see if Caleb Williams and the offense can respond.
At some point, the defense has got to step up. I understand it's the Rams and Sean McVay, but
you got to
provide some resistance.
I change something up.
Yeah.
What you're doing ain't working.
Yeah.
All right. Bayless Jones back to receive as the Bears look to respond before halftime. Scored in less than a minute on their first drive, so we'll see if they can strike a 2-minute drill here. Kick is underway. Bayless will get an opportunity, 2 yards out. Past the 20, get to about the 24. Here we go. T-Max is deep shot to DJ. Get those predictions in again. What's going to happen this drive? What's going to happen? I formation for Caleb Williams and the Bears. Williams hands it off. Swift, big crease, just like last drive. Nice drive starter. Gets about 13 to get us to the 2-minute warning. I think DeAndre Swift is the most under-talked about addition that this team made.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be good in this offense. Williams looking, launches, left side, caught. Good ball on the outside shoulder to Keenan Allen, and he gets out of bounds. 1st down.
Yeah.
Good pitch and catch there.
Yeah. I mean, we saw what he, with Swift. Like, once he got the correct opportunity in Philadelphia with a team that was clearly built to run the football, he can thrive. And he's got the receiving ability out the backfield. Yeah. It's all going to come down to Shane Waldron and how he schemes his offense up.
Yeah, the big talk out of Philly last year from the fan base is like they should have ran Swift more. Like they went away from it at a 1,000-yard season. Empty set for the Bears. Williams in the shotgun, changing something, takes the snap, looking. He's got Odunze. He doesn't throw it to him. Now he does late. Somehow
Kmet
gets it. Oh, it's actually Kmet, who gets a big gainer. Type those ones. He had him on the drag initially, was hunting a bigger play, spun out and dumped it off, and Kmet still had plenty of room. These defenses are struggling today.
Yeah. I mean, you talked about it earlier in the week. I mean, you can't take that out of Caleb's game. That's what makes him great.
You got to embrace his playmaking. 1st and 10 at the 25, 80 seconds left until halftime. Williams takes the snap, looking, steps up. I don't know which guy he was throwing to, incomplete. I don't know if that was to Swift or to Allen. They're both asking for PIs, and then Keenan just got kneed in the you-know-where after the play.
Ruh-roh.
All right, 2nd and 10. That was really kind of the first clunky offensive play for the Bears. Williams. And the shotgun for 2nd and 10. Takes the snap. Looking. Spins to his left. Throws across the field. Caught. That one's Odunze. 1st and goal at the 7. Manage the clock properly here. Let a little churn. Under a minute to go. Type those ones. If you could time this up, get a touchdown right before halftime, and then get the ball to start the second half, you're in a good position.
Yeah, you are.
Williams in the shotgun, takes a snap at 30. Looking, steps up. He can run for it. He will! Touchdown, Caleb Williams from 5 yards out. Extra point away from tying this game up. Let's go. Let's go.
Type those TDs, Caleb Williams.
T-Mag in the chat. Has Rome scored this year? He has either 1 or 2 touchdowns, yes.
Yeah.
He had the first touchdown of the season, I believe. I think he's got 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Been solid.
Yeah.
Who's been quiet today is DJ Moore. No catches yet. They've driven down the field twice. No problem.
Yeah.
Cairo Santos bangs through the extra point, and we are tied at 14. NFL Productions, Roto saying TD. Shout out to all you in the chat. 27 seconds. Really need to keep them off the board here and get to the half at 14 apiece.
Yeah. Just play prevent defense. Just do not let them score. Can't even take a field goal here, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, you get the ball back, so field goal wouldn't be killer, but just be nice to have this momentum going into the half. Here we go. Torrey Taylor to kick it off. He will boot it away. Caught just outside the goal line, so a few seconds will come off here. You'll take that. He doesn't reach the 25, and they lost 4 seconds, so that's a win for the Bears. Here we go. LA needs about 26 to midfield, another 15. Probably about 40 yards to attempt a field goal before half. Stafford takes the snap, throws left side, caught. Cooper Kupp, gain of 12 and a quick timeout. 18 seconds left. They still have 2 more, so they can get a couple more of those. They'll have a chance. It was almost a little too soft the coverage. If that was like 7 or 8 yards, you'd be cool with it, but 13 was a bit much. Big play here in terms of the math with the clock. Stafford in the shotgun, takes the snap, looking, still looking, dumps it off. You're cool with that result. Got out of bounds, but that took 4 seconds, and they only got a yard. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Probably got 2 plays until a potential field goal attempt. Yeah. Maybe just 1, depending on how long this play takes. Probably 2. Yeah. Stafford in the gun on 2nd and 9. Takes the snap. It's low. Throws over the middle. Caught.
3rd and inches.
3rd and inches. Timeout. Gain of like 8. So they're at their own 47. They probably got 1 play until either a Hail Mary or a field goal. They probably need to get at least to the Bears' 40 to attempt a field goal. That'd be a 58-yarder in windy Soldier Field. They probably need 12 to 15 yards here, I would think. Stafford under center. Surely they're not going to run this. They are, and he got stuffed.
What the heck?
And the Bears are going to take a timeout with 8 seconds left to force the Rams to punt. That's just bad management. If you throw incomplete there, you can still throw a Hail Mary on the next play, and the clock's going to run out. Like, that's like classic Madden sim where like it's not factoring in a real game situation.
Yeah.
We saw that at the end of the Texans game when the Bears couldn't get a playoff.
Yeah.
All right. Bears come after it, can't get home. Tyler Scott going to catch this punt at the 15, tackled at the 22, and that is the half. I'll take that half.
We'll take it.
I'll take that half. Someone was asking me about Rome Odunze earlier. We do have some Rome Odunze jerseys available for pre-order if you want to get one today. Chatsports.com/Rome. That link will be in the comments and in the description of this video. Chatsports.com/Rome. Click and shop today. Get yourself a Rome Odunze jersey. And also continue to let us know in the comments if you are enjoying these Madden Sims. Type Y for yes, N for no. I think they've been fun, but if we got an overwhelmingly amount of no's, we wouldn't do them. So we'll continue to monitor the comments and see what you guys think. Y for yes, N for no. Let us know in the chat. All right, get the Bear Downs going for the second half. Chicago set to receive the second half kickoff as a pretty even first half. Both teams had 2 good drives to get into the end zone. Rams were moving it on their 3rd drive, but stalled out around midfield before halftime. So pretty good place right now, I would say, in this Madden sim. If you can go down and at least get a field goal here, if not a touchdown, put the pressure on LA a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. If they come out, establish themselves from the get-go, and then what's really key is not even this first possession, it's the first defense possession the Bears have. Because they haven't shown hardly any resistance outside the end of the half right there. Maybe build upon it a little bit, get some defense going, because that's what's ultimately going to win this game, I feel.
Yeah, no doubt about it. It's going to take – you almost feel like it's like which team makes the mistake, which team's going to fumble, which team throws the pick, which team misses a field goal. Like, you know, neither team has blinked yet. We'll see which team blinks first. All right, Bears set to receive the second half kickoff. Bayless Jones standing in the end zone as we are underway for the third quarter. Jones going to get another opportunity on the left side, gets past the 20, finds a little crease, gets up to the 27 that time. Pretty good return as the Bears will come back out for their third drive. 2 touchdowns to start this game. We'll see if they can get a third. Here we go. Williams in the shotgun on the left hash. Takes the snap, hands it off. DeAndre Swift thought he had a crease, but good play by the linebacker to shed that block at the last second, limit it to 2 yards. If he gets loose there, he might still be running.
Yeah, he's got 3 carries for 53 yards today. I don't know what the math is on that, but that's pretty good.
About 17 and change per carry.
Yeah.
I formation for Caleb and the Bears offense. Williams hands it off again. Swift breaks that tackle and then goes down. It's going to be 3rd and 4. Might be the first third down the Bears offense has faced this game, so pretty big play right here coming up, I would say.
Yeah, I agree.
See if they throw or pass. I'd put it in Caleb's hands. He's been pretty good today. Twins to each side. Bit of a bunch formation here. Williams takes the snap, 4-man rush, throws, right side caught. Good ball on the outside shoulder again. Finds DeAndre Swift out of the backfield for a first down. Type those ones. Efficient performance from Caleb Williams today. Right where you got to throw that on the outer shoulder. Type those ones. All right.
Nice little up close to him getting pushed out of bounds there.
Oh, look at this little Madden work here. No one has better replays than Madden. You can take that to the bank. Been the same replay since Madden 12.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Williams under center. Swift behind him, I should say. Play action, boot to the left. Throws downfield. Oh, might have rushed that one a little bit. Had a wide open man. He said, that's on me. That's on me.
Yeah.
Kind of his first, true miss.
Yeah. He panicked. That's what
he had that one earlier where he kind of threw it in between 2 guys, but that's a tough miss there. 2nd and 10. Williams in the gun. Takes the snap, looking, throws. Ooh, that was a couple ugly ones here. 3rd and 10 now. Little adversity for the rookie quarterback after a couple of misfires.
Yeah.
We'll see what Shane Waldron dials up here. Tyson Bagent looking on. Number 1 pick misses a couple of throws, and Madden's promoting the backup.
Oh, man.
Williams, play action, throws, has a man. That's how you bounce back. Oh, broken tackle. DJ Moore, good time to have his first catch of the game. Type those ones. Into Rams territory at the 31. That was a strike, too, on 3rd and 10. Right up the seam on the kind of almost in between a crosser and a post.
Yeah.
Kind of just a clear out route.
Didn't get cute with it, just,
Put it on him. Move the chains. 1st and 10 at the 31. 2 minutes gone here in the third quarter. Bears looking to put pressure back on the Rams. Williams, play action keeper. Ooh, he almost broke that one. Gain of 4. Ran for a touchdown earlier, picks up 4 there.
How many rushing touchdowns do you think he gets this year?
I would say between 3 and 6. I think they'll embrace his mobility in the red zone. I don't think they'll overdo it, but
right.
He rushed for a lot of touchdowns in college. I think 27 in 3 years. So when he gets down there, he uses his legs. Short completion there, gain of 2. It's going to be 3rd and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it'll be a ton of like zone read. There might be the occasional design QB run. Like, it's not going to be like Fields. Like, you get inside the 10, it's like, yeah, we're just going to use our running back as an extra blocker for Justin. But I think it'll be encouraged. Good throw there on the drag.
Yeah.
Finds Cole Kmet again. Big game for him. Williams 9 for 12 on the day. Kmet 3 catches, 55 yards. First down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think, like, for you fantasy football people out there, I think he'll be effective enough as a runner that, like, top 12 fantasy quarterback this year, I think that's possible. Williams throws over the middle. Touchdown, DJ Moore. Type those TDs. He was quiet in the first half, but here he comes in the second half. Type those TDs. Let's go.
Touchdown, Chicago.
DJ Moore. Good pitch, good catch, and like DJ does, breaks a tackle, gets into the end zone. All right, extra point from Cairo Santos to make it a 7-point lead. It's up and good. 5 drives, technically 6 drives, 5 touchdowns, but 5 drives where there was normal time left has resulted in a touchdown every time. 3 for the Bears, 2 for the Rams.
Yeah.
We'll see if the Rams can make that 6. You get a stop here, you might be able to put this game away.
Yeah.
Might be able to put this game away.
Let's get some Bear Downs in the chat, too.
The Bear Down's going. As Matt Nagy in the chat continues to troll.
Shout out to Matt Nagy, though, finding the time to watch our stream.
Yeah, he's working it into his busy schedule. Kickoff out to the 25.
Is that Ronnie Rivers returning kicks for them? Jeez.
All right, here we go. Come on, defense. 1st and 10 at the left hash. Bears lead by 7. Stafford under center. Trying to get Kyron Williams going again. Not that time. I said it earlier, Cullen. They've struggled to start these games against the run, but they really kick it into gear like late second quarter. He had 7 carries for 42 yards at one point. Now he's up to 11 for 43. So his last 4 carries, he's gotten a net 1 yard.
Yeah. It's not about how you start, it's how you finish.
Yeah, defense starting to settle in, at least against the run here. Stafford, going to give it to Williams again. Does a nice job finding a crease there. Picks up 7. It'll be 3rd and 3. Come on, D. Come on, D. We'll see if McVay runs or throws it. The Nodge says Kyler Gordon pick 6. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. Empty set for Stafford. Throws over the middle. Caught. Wide open. Still struggling in pass defense. Stafford's 14 of 15 for $140 and 2 touchdowns. I mean, that's clinical. I don't even remember the incompletion, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, that's... I'm sure someone in the comments might.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I mean... Oh, Edmonds had a breakup over the middle.
Yeah.
But...
Can we get some pressure, please?
Yeah, they got to start blitzing. I mean, you're not getting home before. It's just not happening. Rams... on the move here. A little RPO. Get it out the screen. Oh, this may go. Big gainer there. Puka Nacua picks up about 20. That was a little too easy.
Yeah.
RPO gets it to the playmaker. Or no, that was Demarcus Robinson. Excuse me. That's adding insult to injury. D-Rob going for 20 on a RPO screen. All right, Stafford, I formation, play action, looking, throws, left side, gain of 3 on the little dump down. Here we go, 2nd and 7. 2nd and 7. 3rd down D is trash. Yeah, it's Allen Williams-esque. It's Allen Williams-esque. Final 30 seconds of the quarter, entering critical juncture here. Stafford in the shotgun. Takes the snap. 4-man rush again. Throws over the middle. Way too easy. 1st down, Cooper Kupp.
Yep.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Cooper Kupp of coffee.
They're not doing anything crazy. It's just taking what the defense is giving them. I think that's going to wind down the quarter. Get those 4s up. Get those 4s up. It's 4th quarter time. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel as well. We cover the Bears on a daily basis. You can get your Caleb Williams jerseys at chatsports.com/Caleb. Link will be in the description and comments of this video, chatsports.com/Caleb. And also hit that sub button. We cover the real Chicago Bears on a daily basis. We just work in these Madden sims on our live shows as well during the slower part of the offseason. So if you're enjoying them, let us know, and we'll keep on plugging away here. All right, fourth quarter time. Roto typing his 4. Matt Nagy, bring back Mel Tucker. I can assure you that is not happening. All right, 1st and 10 at the 26. Stafford hands it off up the gut. Gain of 9.
Good Lord.
Yeah, now they're getting the run going again.
All I'm saying is Montez Sweat, I've been calling your name since like the beginning of the game.
I haven't even seen him. Yeah, I mean, he's just getting locked up there by the right tackle, I guess. Disappointing.
Very disappointing.
Disappointing. Someone's going to have to make a play. Stafford in the gun on 2nd and inches. RPO. Oh! Off right on cue!
Let's freaking go!
Stafford got greedy on the RPO. Jaquan Brisker. Type the INTs in the chat. 9 picks off 9. A rare mistake from Stafford. I mean, he threw it right to him. He just never saw him. Never saw him.
Let's freaking go, man.
Get the INTs going. Get the INTs going. What did we say? Who's going to blink? The Rams blinked, and if the Bears can turn this into points, this game's pretty much over. Caleb Williams in the shotgun. DeAndre Swift to his left. Williams hands it off. Swift driving, gets 4. You at least want to get a couple of first downs here and flip the field, worst case scenario. 2nd and 6 here.
Yeah. Got to keep the momentum going.
Yeah. At least get a couple first downs here. Don't want to go 3 and out, give it right back. Williams in the shotgun. Takes the snap. He's going to throw it. Looking. He's going to go for it all downfield. Caught! DJ again. The half of DJ. Type those DJs. 3 catches, 73 yards, all in the second half for DJ Moore. As Williams wound up and threw a little back shoulder deep ball there. Good catch over the shoulder from DJ. Going to bring up a fresh set of downs at midfield. Let's get it. Knocking on the door of field goal range with 4.5 to go. Williams takes the snap. Swift gets a carry. He's got some room. DeAndre picks up 6. Good run on first down. As the clock will wind to likely under 4 minutes here.
He's been really good today.
Yeah, the offense has been humming.
Yes.
Defense finally gets the timely turnover, and you get another first down. You're going to use more clock and basically be in field goal range at that point. Williams going to throw. Looking. He's got Kmet in the flat. First down. That's all you needed. At the 38. You'd like to get at least another first down to have a shorter field goal attempt and also to make the Rams start using those timeouts. 3:35 to go. Williams under center. I would expect probably a couple of carries here for Swift. Swift gets a carry here. Not much doing. Does get a couple up to the 37. It's about 1.5 yards. 2nd and 8.
Had a lot of success on those outside runs. I know you kind of want to keep it in the middle, quickest place north and south of the end zone, but
yeah. From here, be a 55-yarder, so you'd like to get at least a few more yards if you are forced to kick. See if they run or throw here. 2:45 to go. Williams hands it off. Swift breaks a tackle. He's going to get a first down and more. It's at the 20, the 10, out of bounds at the 7. He may have been tackled inbounds, actually. Yep, clock's winding. That's going to go down to the 2-minute warning unless Flus doesn't know how to manage clock, which is very possible on that. What a drive here to try and put this game away. Barring disaster, they're going to get at least 3 here, which would kind of put curtains on this ball game.
Yeah. Someone asked in the chat if is Nate Davis playing.
He's out there.
Yeah. No injuries, I don't think.
He's out there.
So
if they snap this ball, Cullen, because they don't have to.
They do not.
They will not. 2-minute warning. Here we go. I think you keep this pretty simple. I think you run 3 times, If you don't score, you kick the field goal, make them use all 3 timeouts.
Pretty simple stuff.
Rams sell it out here because they know the Bears are going to run it. Swift gets a carry, still finds a crease, gets to the 1.
Whew.
Sometimes when you stack the box like that, if a crease opens up, I mean you can take it.
Right.
2nd and goal at the 1. Rams defense looks winded here. Here we go. Classic Madden. Let's go shotgun at the half-yard line. Williams hands it off. Yep, you lose 4 yards. Unbelievable. I mean, that's just stupid. At least the Rams have to take a second timeout. 3rd and goal at just inside the 5 now.
Yeah.
I mean, why not a Blasingame touchdown? He had one last week, the fullback.
Yeah. He's got a perfect conversion rate inside the red zone. All I'm saying. Another shotgun.
I don't mind it at the 4 on 3rd down. Hands it off. Swift! Touchdown! Bears! That should put it away. Type those TDs. The Bears go 85+ and pretty much put this game on ice with less than 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. T-Mag, Savage, Roto, NFL Productions, Wasim, Trump, Jay Reezy getting those TDs in. A balanced offensive attack all day long. Caleb Williams, the receivers, and DeAndre Swift. Cairo Santos knocks it through. Bears 28, Rams 14. With a minute 52 to go, Rams down to just 1 timeout. They're going to have to score fast, get an onside, score again. Like the Bears' chances here. Just keep everything in front. Don't let receivers get behind you like Alec Pierce did last week.
Yeah. Legendary speedster, Alec
Pierce. Known for his straight line speed, Alec Pierce somehow beating Jalen Johnson down the sideline.
Twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Second one almost was a miraculous touchdown. That could have tied the game. Torrey Taylor boots it away. It's going to be a touchback. All right. Here we go.
Yeah. Only 1 timeout for the Rams, too, so not a lot of time for them. Let's freaking go.
Here we go. Play action. I don't know why you would even play action at this point. Stafford throws left side. Well, work for 25. Cooper Kupp. I mean, guys, let's give up the underneath stuff. Let's not let Cooper Kupp loose. Don't need that.
Yeah. 8 for 106 for Kupp today.
Yeah, he's been cooking.
Yeah.
All right. 1st and 10 at the Bears 49. 1 play, and they're in the Bears territory. Stafford looking, throws underneath, caught again. He'll live with that one, I guess.
Yeah.
Clock's ticking, gain of 13. 90 seconds left. Rams got to hustle here. McVay barking his instructions. Cole Kmet can smell victory. Down to a minute 20. Stafford takes the snap. Looking, still looking, throws left flat, incomplete. Can't talk for some reason. Probably better that one was not caught. 2nd and 10 here. 78 seconds left. 76, excuse me. Here we go. 2nd and 10. Stafford under center. Looking, dumps it off underneath. That's a weird play. Take that. They're not going to use their last time out either. Down to just over a minute left. Type those threes. It's 3rd down. We're a minute away from victory and a 3-1 start. I know I'd sign up for a 3-1 start in the Bears' real season. Got to go at least 2-2 to start, but 3-1 would be lovely. Stafford looking, throws over the middle, almost picked. TJ Edwards almost matched Tremaine Edmonds. Or did Edwards have the first one too? Can't remember actually. No, Brisker had the first one.
Yep.
Brisker had the first one. 4th and 5. Here's your ball game. Type those 4s. Type those 4s. Stafford under center for some reason on 4th and 5. Looking, throws underneath. Caught. That'll extend the game, but clock's ticking. Under 40 seconds to go. Rams still have that last time out. I guess McVay's taking it to the bar with them.
Man, oh man.
30, 29, 28, 27, 26, 25. Snap at 24. Stafford looking, throws, end zone, missed him. He had Higbee streaking. Or that might have been, I think that was Kupp, actually.
Yeah.
If that was caught, I mean, they'd have at least a tiny chance.
Yeah.
You score there, get the onside kick, have a couple of plays.
Yeah.
Tough miss there for old Matt Stafford. 2nd and 10 here. It's got to be sidelines or end zones pretty much at this point. Stafford looking, still looking, throws left side, incomplete.
Yeah.
Tyreek Stevenson in coverage. 3rd and 10.
It's been a tale of two halves for Stafford.
Yeah. He's had a couple ugly ones here. So even if let's say they score this play, there'd be about 10, 11 seconds left. You'd have time for an onside kick and 1 or 2 plays at most.
Yeah.
Here we go. Stafford takes the snap. Looking, throws, right side. That's not going to be in the end zone. It's incomplete anyway. Jalen Johnson with the breakup. Here we go. 4th and 10. I would imagine this ball goes to the end zone for LA. Pretty much has to. Here we go. Stafford in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking. Throws under. What is he doing? That's it.
That's it.
That's your ball game. Jalen Johnson almost got a pick as well. Here we go. Victory formation. Caleb Williams. Get the dubs in the chat. Type those dubs. Oh, Rams took a timeout. What a joke. Madden doesn't have them take a single timeout on that drive, and they used their last one there. Can we boo Madden for that one? Get the boos in the chat. I mean, that is brutal.
Yeah, that is.
That is brutal. Matt Nagy, Club Dub, you're all invited. I do kind of miss Club Dub, but I don't miss the Nagy era. All right. Another kneel down, and that'll do it. Bears run away with this one. A 21-0 run to end this one. Down 14-7 late in the second quarter. Tied it up before half and outscored them 14-0 in the second half. Pitched the second half shutout. Get the dubs in the chat. Bears improve to 3-1. I think if they got through that first quarter of Titans, Texans, Colts, and Rams at 3-1, we'd all be pretty happy with that. So get the dubs in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. We cover the real Chicago Bears team on a daily basis here on this channel. News, rumors, otherwise. We covered all of minicamp, OTAs. We'll have full training camp coverage as well. Hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you soon. Bears win. All right, there you have it. There you have it. Bears 3-1.
I'm just saying, undefeated since I stepped in.
Yeah,
here.
2-0 with C Breezy with Cullen.
I'll take it.
So we're rocking, we're rolling.
Yeah. Honestly, hey, I will say in this new era of Chicago Bears football, that's a realistic type of win for them. I'm not saying specifically against the Bears, but in previous years, no disrespect to Justin Fields, when it got up to a certain point level, I mean, it was just...
The problem with Fields is, like, if you get stuck in these, like, shootout type of games, which is what this is looking like for a while, like, eventually you got to drop back and throw the ball consistently. He just never was able to do it consistently.
Yep.
Like, his throwing success was predicated off being able to run, play action, stuff like that. It comes down to it, especially late in these games. That's why he struggled in a lot of fourth quarters. It's like, teams aren't fooled. Like, they know you got to drop back and pass, and, you know, I think Caleb's going to get you a better chance to do that. All right, we got to get out of here. Get ready for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Again, I'll be live on the Mavs channel, Dallas Mavericks Today by Chat Sports. Check that out. Colin live on our main Chat Sports channel with Rolly if you guys want to go catch up with what he's got going on. If you're a Celtics fan, Celtics Today by Chat Sports. We got a crew live over there as well. Thanks to everybody for tuning in. We're signing off. Peace.